Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to talk about array methods in JavaScript. So let's get started. There are a few methods in JavaScript about arrays. So first we're going to talk about uh, push method, which will add something at the end of this array. So let's suppose I have an array called variable called x, and it is an array and it has element called a, b, and c. So console log this value here. So we have three elements in this array. So now we want to add something at the end of this array. So let's suppose I want to add something called z element in this array at the last position of this array. So x dot push, and the element you want to push at the last position. So console log x. Now you can see that we have four elements in here, and we have just added a new element just at the end of this array. So if you want to add something uh, at the beginning of the array, you have to use unshift. So x dot unshift dot, let's suppose I want to add something x element here. So console log x, and now you can see that we have just added a new element x here, and we had this already. So we have five elements in this array. So if you want to delete something from the beginning or the end, so if you want to delete something from the beginning, you have to use shift method, which is x dot shift, which is opposite of unshift. So x dot shift, and you don't have to pass any argument here. And console log this out. So as you can see that x element is removed from this array, and we have four elements. So if you want to remove a element from the last position, so you have to use the pop method, and which is opposite of push method. X dot pop console dot log x. So as you can see, we have three elements here. So this was the original element we added. At the last we added, and we add something in the beginning, and we removed from the beginning, and we removed from the last element. So let's talk about now slice. There is something called slice, or maybe yeah, slice. So x dot slice, let's suppose I want to separate a new separately create a new array, which will be array of these two items like a or b. So let's suppose I want to create a new y variable, and this will be a new array. And slice, what slice does is it will have to pass, it takes two argument, or even you can pass one argument here. So if you pass two argument, it pass the starting position, which is 0, and separated by comma, and put the ending point here. So I'm putting 0 and 2 here. So if you console log y, you can see the new array, which will have a and b. So this is a new array which will not change anything to the original array. So this is slice function. And now we're going to talk about something called uh, let's suppose we want to let's suppose we want to something let's suppose we want to convert this array into a string. So for that, what I have to do is x dot join, and inside here you just have to empty string here. So this will make this array into a string. So for join function, you have to declare a new variable called var y is equal to x dot join, and inside this parentheses you have to pass it empty string here. And this console log the y here. As you can see that we have converted the array into a string now. So you can also do something like, let's suppose you want to reverse this array and convert this into a string. So let's suppose you want to x dot var reverse is equal to x dot reverse, and if you console log this reverse, you can see that it uh, reverse this whole array CBA, and this is the opposite of ABC. So that's all for today guys. Thank you for watching. I will see you next time.